Hi friends, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. This is The Heart and the Honeybee. I am Courtney, a wife, a stay-at-home mom, and an indie romance author. Today we are going to flip through my main planning system, which is my personal ring planner. I am currently in my Filofax Saffiano cover, and I am just going to dive right in. I don't think that there's too much going on in here. It's been a relatively slow week. I am just exhausted though. I don't know. I think it's like the heat. Is anyone else feeling that way? Like the heat is too much. So I haven't like changed any of my deco. I am currently trying to figure out what I want to do for August in terms of moving the setup around. Like I don't, a lot of times I think when I'm not really engaged with my planner, it's because it's not working the way I need it to. And I just am like overwhelmed by the realization that I'm going to have to shift some things around. And while I love that, and it's my main reason for using a ring planner, is that I can make it be whatever I want. I can move things around to suit my needs. That also can be overwhelming for me. So while I know that it's not working for me the way that I need it to, some of that is function. Some of it is just like I'm bored and I need that little kind of hit of dopamine I get when I have something new. The monthly is functional. There's nothing really going on with us this month. It's a very chill month. And I can't decide if I'd rather us be having a ton of stuff to do or be relaxing. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. This is my goals section. So I did finally finish transferring all of my Q3 goals onto this insert, which is from Peanuts Planner Co. I think it's like the monthly, I think she calls it like a monthly weekly, because you can use it as a monthly calendar or you can use it as a weekly. And then I have my action steps for the week. I could cross some of these things off. What did I do? Let's see. We did have the kids over for dinner. I did get donations out of my office. I'm still collecting addresses, but I have started, I think add to recipe box is just going to be like a thing that happens frequently. I'm never going to be finished, at least not anytime in the near future, like adding things to my recipes. Let's see, I am tracking sales and page reads. I will finish that up on Sunday and shift tracking to the next week. I did draft my newsletter. I have not applied to any events. Maybe I can find one today. I batched IG content. I have posts scheduled. I think I have one post left for July that I need to write. I am trying out new routines. So what is today? Friday. I did AM Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't do it yesterday or today. I did PM routine. Oh no, I did PM routine on Thursday. I mean AM routine on Thursday. I have not had my one screen-free day yet. I usually do that on Sunday as well. Did not do daily curriculum study. I read on Wednesday. Did I read yesterday? I think I did. I haven't watched any video editing tutorials. I haven't had a guitar lesson, so I had one. 4. I did my weekly study. I have not started my deck study. I did journal. So things are going pretty well with my goals. Let's see. And then this is just my home stuff. I don't really have anything in here. So I'm also trying to figure out like what I need in this section, if anything. This is so funny how crooked I cut that. Then what is, this is my weekly section. I am watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe in order they are intended. So I am to, let's see, do I have my highlighter in here to cross this off? The one that I want? Probably not. It's this one. Why do I never have the one that I want when I want it? Oh, that's annoying. What did I do with that one? Anyway, I am down to, I think I have one episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the first season, to watch, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, I have thoughts. Oh, maybe I put it in here. Did I? So I don't know. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1 is making me sad, I think, is my overall. So I'm gonna finish watching that today. I'm hoping that I can watch Thor tonight and maybe Captain America the Winter Soldier. It depends. My husband is going on a camping trip, so I have the night and tomorrow to myself. I mean, I'll definitely watch them this weekend. I really want to finish up this page. Maybe get Guardians of the Galaxy in here. My son is telling me that Guardians of the Galaxy is one of his favorites. So I'm going into that one with like no idea what it's about. I went into Thor like with no, like I didn't know anything about it except that Thor was like a god and he had that big hammer. That was like the only thing that I really knew about it, and I think it's been my favorite so far. Had I seen any? I had seen Iron Man and I'd seen Captain America like when they first came out. So of course, because it was like a decade or more ago, I had no real idea what, like I knew this was about like World War II. and I like obviously knew about Iron Man and sort of the lore behind that a little bit, but other than that, and I grew up watching The Incredible Hulk on TV, so I had like a background on what that was, but so I don't know. Thor has been my favorite. The Avengers was enjoyable, and potentially hot take. I know because after I watched it, I like searched a bunch of like subreddits and blog posts and all of that, that Iron Man 3 was not a favorite, but I find it so much better than Iron Man 2. Like, I feel like actually we didn't even need Iron Man 2. We could have just done Iron Man and then made Iron Man 3 Iron Man 2. Like, this Iron Man 2 was like such a waste. But whatever. So, yeah, that's my hot take. I found Iron Man 3 low-key enjoyable. And that's all I got so far on that. So, here's the list. My son was like, that's a lot of content, Mom, which it is, but what else am I doing with my life? And then this is the current week in my week on 2 pages. Not a whole lot going on this week either. Did like the way that it turned out. Had the visitation and funeral for my ex-husband's mother, my mother-in-law. It was sad. Like, I'm very sad that my older children, this was their last biological grandparent that passed away, so I'm sad for them. I saw my ex-husband. That was something. So I'm just going to keep going. And then we get into my dailies. I can mark this off, yes, with some dots, because today is the 17th. I had kind of a color scheme going, but now I just think I'm using like whatever. And that's fine. I think I'm just like over July as a concept. My 1 line a day is going okay. Meal planning's kind of a mess this month. And then we get into my dailies, and this was this week. So I posted a plan with me, and somewhere along the line I forgot to turn the camera back on. So the setup of my daily pages was kind of missed. What did I do on here? I did drop donations. I haven't done that. I worked on that. I've worked on that. I worked on that. So I still need to refill my prescription. I think I may organize the pantry on Sunday, but that's what I have left of my to-do list. I ended up doing a timeline on my pages. I didn't like it. Not going to do that again. Let's see, can I mark any of this stuff off that I did? I cleaned the fridge, the microwave, and the appliances. I worked on media kit. No, I didn't do any of that. I don't really, there's just not enough room on here. I hate that I forgot to make another line so that I could tick things off of my to-do list. I didn't love the way that these pages turned out. So But I did manage to get some stuff done. This I did bedrooms. This I did today, not yesterday. Still haven't gone to the library. So here's my list of things to do for today. I did make a little sticky note because I have not been flipping back to my habit tracker, and these are things that I definitely wanted to make sure that I was doing this week. And then this is tomorrow, Sunday, my Sunday reset list, and then the rest of my July dailies are in here. I'm not sure what I'm going to use for dailies for next month. Acetate from Joanne. These I just had printed at Walmart. And then just my notes and list. Nothing new here. I did add this Moterm paper back in here just for some easy scratch paper because I was taking some notes on some things. I am going to stick these back in here. So I just have this clear pouch with stickers in it from my mother-in-law's funeral. My son's school schedule, which I need to reprint and repunch because I did not have the hole punch on the right setting, and then baby shower invitation and registry info that I need. And that is all. Nothing really has changed. I am starting to think about next month. I'm also starting to think about 2027, which I know a lot of people are because pre-sales have gone live. I think Aura Estelle's pre-sale is up or going up. I know Faded Chronicles pre-sale has started. I don't know about Just Scribble or Wonderland 222. I'll have to check those out. Sterling Ink hasn't gone live yet. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm doing any bound books, what inserts I want to do. I'm actually thinking that I'm just going to order inserts from Filofax, at least for my weeklies and maybe my monthlies. We'll see. But yeah, that is all that I have for you today. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for spending your part of your day hanging out with me. I appreciate you so much for doing that. And I hope that you have a fantastic weekend, that you stay cool wherever you are. And if you want to see more, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below, turn on your notifications, do all of the YouTube things, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.